Hi guys, welcome to Ultra Crypto. I am Alan Chang. Let's get started. In this episode, we'll cover the current situation in Cardano, how the government thinks about the current crypto situation, how many times did Bitcoin die, what is their agreement with BlockFi and FTX, also the latest news in the market movement. If you like my video, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button below. Many thanks to you all. The president of SEC, Gary Gensler, tried to warn investors that crypto products are too good to be true. At the same time, the United States Department of Treasury says recently the crypto market chaos shows it'll still need to be set up more supervision rules to minimize the risk of digital assets. After Celsius Network stops the withdrawal, Gary Gensler says most recently all the crypto chaos is caused by the methods such as banking. They tell investors to give them your cryptocurrency, then give you a 7% on a 4.5% APY. But obviously, how will someone provide this high amount of return but disclose most of the information? As I mentioned previously, the Celsius Network is still under investigation by SEC. Then they ironically hired Citi as their consultant and everything is still in progress. After Luna UST crashed at the beginning of May, the whole market value of cryptocurrency dropped by $1 trillion since April. Currently, the United States Department of Treasury is still deciding on the Congress legislation to reduce the risk of cryptocurrency effectively. I personally think other than legislation and setting higher supervision, education about cryptocurrency will also play a very important role they should think about. So I try to warn investors that crypto products are too good to be true. At the same time, the United States Department of Treasury says recently the crypto market chaos shows it'll still need to be set up more supervision rules to minimize the risk of digital assets. After Celsius Network stops the withdrawal, Gary Gensler says most recently all the crypto chaos is caused by the methods such as banking. They tell investors to give them your cryptocurrency, then give you a 7% on a 4.5% APY. But obviously, how will someone provide this high amount of return but disclose most of the information? As I mentioned previously, the Celsius Network is still under investigation by SEC. Then they ironically hired Citi as their consultant and everything is still in progress. After Luna UST crashed at the beginning of May, the whole market value of cryptocurrency dropped by $1 trillion since April. Currently, the United States Department of Treasury is still deciding on the Congress legislation to reduce the risk of cryptocurrency effectively. I personally think other than legislation and setting higher supervision, education about cryptocurrency will also play a very important role they should think about. After the crash such as Lehman Brothers crypto market suffered through, the crypto community started to make rescues. The CEO of BlockFi, Zach Prince, tweeted that they have signed an agreement with FTX, which they got $250 million of revolving credit from FTX. In the next stage, they will improve their statement of financial position and platform. Prince pointed out that this credit will be used for a user's contract which is based on the account type BIA, BPY, and collaterals. It will be used when it's needed. This is a milestone announcement for BlockFi providing the users assurance of their asset under the platform. The latest loan agreement also hit the switch in future cooperation and innovation between FTX and BlockFi. It's always good to hear something positive in the bear market. Also, it's a big plus trying to protect users' assets in the current market situation. Based on the whole market is facing a downturn, fund management company ProShares came out with a Bitcoin inverse ETF. This will allow traditional investors to be able to short Bitcoin. At the same time, GBTC is trying to switch to the spot ETF. The discount rate has already came to a historic low of around 34%. The SEC will have to decide before July 6th whether approving it or not. The ProShares Short Bitcoin Strategy ETF is listed on NYSE as BITI. Based on the current market situation, it's a really smart move to create an inverse ETF. It's not only another method for a company to make money, but also creating other investment tools for traditional investors, such as investors that don't know how to do futures with leverage. ETF will be a very simple product for them to add cryptocurrency to their portfolio. Even if the whole market is going down, they won't have to be open-handed. The way that inverse ETF works is also based on a control of leverage. But since it's listed at NYSE, it will be regulated by SEC. So investors will need to study the company collateral since the ETF market is really mature already. We've been receiving too many negative vibes these days. Based on these negative vibes, let's check out some fun fact. According to statistic, Bitcoin has died 15 times this year on Google Engine, which Bitcoin has died 455 times in total, including economist Peter Schiff tweeting that Bitcoin will not be able to recover. Also, analysis company Glassnode said, the last 3 consecutive days has been the largest US dollar-dominated realized loss in Bitcoin history. Schiff always thinks that Bitcoin is worthless, which isn't anything new. He always says that Bitcoin will go to zero. He thinks that this crash is just the beginning. Long-term Bitcoin hodlers aren't worried because they have been through a 73% decline before. But previous declines didn't involve anywhere near the total market cap loss during this decline, nor did they involve any massive leverage. In my opinion, I just think this is just a hater and believer fight again. Of course, the sound of haters will highly rise during the market downturn, but we still need to be objective about the situation so we don't let the current market vibe fool us. And that is why I always remind everyone to look bigger instead of just focusing on the crypto sector. Before we get into details, first let me explain what is Cardano. Cardano is a blockchain and ADA is the coin that powers through the Cardano network. Cardano is ranked number 7 in a market cap of 15.7 billion US dollars. It was founded by Charles Hoskinson, who is also the founder of Ethereum. Hoskinson has fallen out of the Ethereum team due to a dispute with the co-founder Vasil in 2014 about Ethereum project should be commercial or not. After that, Hoskinson moved on and launched Cardano in the year 2017, with the goal of improving upon the functionality that Ethereum was initially missing, which is becoming more scalable, interoperable, and sustainable blockchain. Cardano uses proof-of-stake POS consensus mechanism. The Cardano blockchain is also divided into 2 separate layers, which are Cardano Settlement Layer (CSL) and the Cardano Computing Layer (CCL). The CSL contains the ledger and the account of the balances, and the CCL is where the computations of the app running in the blockchain are executed. You might be thinking, why is Cardano showing more resistance in the current market? First of all, it's really important to search for asset with improving fundamentals. Cardano is attempting to solve the problem of expensive transaction fee without foregoing security. Basil is a network upgrade that would increase scaling capability of Cardano. It's now slated for late June release on Cardano test network. As I mentioned before, hard fork refers to a network upgrade in which blockchain validates and produces a new block with a predetermined new rules. Input-Output IOG is a development lab for Cardano blockchain. They mentioned that an engineering team is extremely close to finalize the core work, with just 7 bugs still outstanding to complete the hard fork work. Afterwards, the developers still have some consideration. They still didn't send the update proposal to testnet yet, because they still need more time to test. This put us behind the schedule on our previous communicated target of June 29th. The delay did not cause a drop in the price of Cardano ADA tokens. It actually went up 5.6% within 24 hours, outperforming Bitcoin's 3.9% rise. I personally think it's a great choice to delay the progress if they know it's currently not that stable, especially in the current market situation. That is why Cardano will be a really stable and reliable project to invest in. Now let's check out the market movement. First of all, this is the daily candlestick chart for Cardano. As I mentioned before, Cardano are the few tokens that didn't create a new short-term low during last weekend. This is a sign showing resilience, but this still doesn't mean that it won't drop anymore. Now, we know that the fundamental base of this project is strong, so what we have to do is wait for the next drop to get in. And based on the current market situation, it might happen sooner than expected. This is a daily candlestick chart of Ethereum. Even though the US major leading indexes all spiked up, the cryptocurrency didn't do the same. As we can see, Ethereum closes 2 doji candlesticks in a row, which is an obvious sign that the market is still uncertain. So there are really high probability the market will keep consolidating for a while. And this is the hourly candlestick chart for Ethereum. As I talked about, Ethereum is recovering through the trend line. The green area is when the US stock market opens and closes. We can see that the sell volume during the market broke the trend line and is currently hanging on the support zone below. According to the current market situation, there's a really high possibility it's accumulating momentum for the next drop. So please be aware of your current position. Overall, during this downturn, we can actually find a lot of solid companies that are actually trying to improve themselves instead of just cleaning up the mess. So instead of complaining about the current market situation, it's actually a good timing for us to do some homework like them. When we get prepared enough, we'll have a better chance to maximize our profit. Thank you for watching Watch Out Crypto. If you like my video, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button below. I am Alan Chang. I'll see you next time.